Good morning, folks. In today's video, I wanted to do something a little bit different that I haven't seen on YouTube yet, and that was show the diamond and the engagement ring that I purchased for my fiance online here on James Allen's website versus what it actually looks like in real life. I didn't have any videos that showed that, and I didn't really know how that diamond translated from on the website to in real life, so that's what we're going to do today. So I'm on the James Allen page. This is actually the exact diamond that I purchased that's in her engagement ring. And as you guys can see here, if you're not familiar with James Allen, really quick, they are basically like the Amazon of diamonds. You can shop online with they have thousands of diamonds, all different like cuts and clarity grades and colors and everything. And you can shop through them, and they provide like really, really detailed photos of the diamonds. And originally, I thought, oh, well, there's no way I would ever buy a diamond online. It just sounds too sketchy. But after doing a lot of research and realizing that James Allen was actually probably one of the most transparent websites and/or stores that sold diamonds with these really detailed pictures. Like if I click the super zoom, and let me move the camera down here for you guys so you can see better, you can see in great detail the diamond itself and any imperfections and stuff that it has. So going into a brick and mortar store and actually looking at the diamonds there, I actually felt that was less transparent than looking online, simply because they didn't have these really high quality photos. And then, they obviously in the store, they manipulate the lights so that everything looks really shiny and everything like that. So I actually felt that it was better shopping on James Allen, and I felt more comfortable with it than a brick and mortar store. So that was kind of my story of how I got to shopping at James Allen. And they have like a 30-day refund if you want on the ring if you're not satisfied. So with all those things together, I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot because I feel most comfortable going this route. And I'm actually very, very pleased with the ring that we got, and we're going to be 100% keeping it. There's no way we're sending it back. We love it. So I'll leave a link to James Allen's website down in the video description. If you guys want to check it out, you can go on there and view and kind of see what fits your budget. So in this video, I don't want to go through exactly how I came up with all the specs with this specific diamond. So if you guys look here, here are all the specs. I'm going to make a separate video because I knew very little about which diamond to get and all the different things that you needed to look at. I knew like little to nothing. And so I went through and found some sources of information that helped guide me to this specific diamond. And so I'm going to make a separate video that you guys can watch, and I'll link it down in the video description if you want to see it, of, babbling on about how I ended up going with all of these different parameters and picking this diamond. And I'll link the resources that I used that taught me kind of, gave me the tools that I needed to pick a diamond. So I'll do that in a separate video. But for now, let's go ahead and look at the super zoom of this diamond. So as you can see here, there are a couple of inclusions here in the middle, but they are very, very faint. This is a VS2 1.1 carat H color diamond. It's a triple excellent, meaning it's got excellent cut, polish, and symmetry, and it's got no fluorescence. So it was a really good looking diamond based on the pictures here, and I just fell in love with it, looking at the symmetry and like all the arrows. And from what that was explained to me, this was really going to help with the performance in real life with, getting that light reflecting back at you, and it was just going to look really good. Now, taking a look at the GIA report, this is the report that they will send you. If you're on the James Allen website and you're looking at a specific diamond, you can ask them for the report. Now, different diamonds are graded by different companies. I don't know exactly what term they use, but they have a different table of criteria that they grade the diamonds on. And the three that they carry are IGI graded diamonds, GIA graded diamonds, and AGS graded diamonds. From the research that I did, and this is, this is just from what I know. I am not a professional, but from the research that I did, a majority of people were saying that the GIA graded diamonds were some of the most strictly graded diamonds. So the chances are, if you were to buy a diamond graded by GIA, you were most likely, most likely to get a diamond that really fit the clarity grade and the cut grade and all of the parameters that they grade it by. So if you got a GIA diamond, you could be pretty confident that that diamond was going to look the best that it could for that particular grade. As opposed to the IGI diamonds, some people said that they're a little bit looser on their parameters, and so you could get a diamond that maybe was a VS2, but if it was to be graded by GIA, maybe it would be an SI1, if that makes sense. So you could get a diamond that maybe the stats were boosted up just a little bit to try to make it seem like it was better. So for that reason, I decided to only look at GIA diamonds to make sure that I knew exactly what I was getting, and I was going to get a diamond that was graded correctly and under a really strict grading policy. So that's why I went with the GIA. And so they will send you the report. And what was really cool about the report is it has the clarity characteristics, and you could see where the inclusions were in the diamond. Now, the reason I went with the VS2, and I'm kind of going a little bit off topic here, I apologize, but I'm just going to say this real quick. The reason I went with the VS2 versus an SI1 or any of the lower clarity grades was that a VS2 just had less inclusions in the diamond. There was less to consider, and there was just a lot of really good looking VS2 diamonds, and a majority of people told me that if you go up to a VS2, the chances of you getting a diamond that you're going to be really pleased with in terms of clarity is going to go way up. So if you don't know a lot about diamonds, if you just go with the VS2, there's a very good chance you're going to get one that's eye clean, that looks fantastic. And so it was only about probably a $300 to $400 increase in price. And so I decided, you know what, that extra money is worth it for me to get a diamond that's going to look really, really good. So that's why I went with the VS2. So this is the GIA report. They will send this to you in the live chat. So if you're on James Allen and you're looking at a diamond, you're like, I want to see the GIA report. You just open up the live chat and you tell them the diamond number, which will show, if you go here, you can look up the SKU number of the diamond, and then they will send that report to you. Okay, so one last look at the super zoom. This is what the diamond looked like. Lots of good symmetry there. You can see there's a slight inclusion right here. They said there's a slight inclusion somewhere on the edge of the diamond. I'm not sure. I think maybe right here. But there's a little cloud here. A couple little things, right? But this is 20 times magnification. So I thought, man, this thing has got to look really good in real life, and it does. So let's go ahead and cut over to the live video. So taking a look at the live video, this is in my front yard at noon. The sun is directly above me, and as you can see, the diamond looks fantastic. Now, I just went with a normal solitaire band because I thought it looked really good. But as you can see, the diamond is sparkling like crazy. We are just so pleased with the way this thing looks. Now, in natural sunlight, I think is really when you get the best shots of this thing. So I'm recording this with my iPhone. This is a 4K video, so if you guys have 4K screen, you can put it on a higher quality so you can see it. But there are so many reflections in the light. The diamond looks fantastic. It looks really clear. It's just one of those things really you can't take your eyes off it. It looks crazy, crazy good. We're very impressed with it. Looking back, we are actually, when we send it in to get resized, so this band size is a 7, and my girlfriend's or fiance's finger is smaller than that, but I just wanted to make sure it fit on her finger when I proposed. So we're actually going to send it back and get it resized. As you can see there, it is just shining like crazy. But this ring is a 7, so we're going to send it back and get resized, I think, to like a 6, which is what her finger is, so it'll look even better on her hand. But that 1.1 carat and that solitaire band looked really good. Now, another thing you have to think about is, and I'll talk more about this in the second video if you guys want to watch it when I picked it, is how the diamond displays. You know, even though it's a 1.1 carat, sometimes, you know, that 1.1 carat, if it's kind of a narrower diamond, will show more down low, and it won't be as big up at the top, if that makes sense. So I kind of picked a diamond that had a little bit bigger presence on the top and sacrificed a little bit of the depth of the diamonds, as you can see there, to make it look, you know, really big and just impressive. And so that's what I ended up going with. And like I said, I'll talk more about that in the other video, but just absolutely blown away with how this thing looks. Now, we are going to send it in when we get it resized. We're going to send it in and turn it into a 6-prong. This is a 4-prong here, and we like the look of the 4-prong. We really do. But after, you know, how much this thing cost, it was very expensive, and we decided to go ahead and just add another prong. So in terms of price, this diamond was right around $6,500 for the specs that this one was. There are other 1 carat, 1.1 carat diamonds that you can find more in like the $4,000 to $5,000 range. But this particular diamond was, you know, triple excellent, had no fluorescence. It was a VS2. So when you add all those things up, the diamond progressively gets more expensive. But this is what fit my budget, and I can tell you guys that we are just absolutely blown away with how good this thing looks. We just can't stop staring at it, and oftentimes I'll tell her, like, hey, can you take your diamond off your hand? I want to just go look at it in the light. Like, it's just it's really cool to look at. So anyway, very pleased with the way it came out. James Allen is the real deal. Like I said, I was a little bit sketched out in the beginning, but after doing all of my shopping, their shopping experience is top notch. And with the transparency of those really high resolution photos and being able to look at every single detail, I think honestly it's one of the best ways to shop. They were very nice, very kind, and the ring shipped out on time. Their timeline that they gave me for when it was going to show up was very real. It showed up even before they said it would, and yeah, we're just very, very happy. So guys, I hope this video was helpful and kind of showing you guys what it looked like on the website versus in real life. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post them down in the comments below. Like I said, I'll leave a link to James Allen's website down in the video description if you want to check it out. We'd appreciate it. And until then, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments. And check out the second video that I will post here soon, talking about how I ended up choosing all the different specs and what parameters I used to search through the different diamonds to kind of get to where I was. And I'll give you guys the links to those sources so you can check them out. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day. Good luck on your search, and we'll see you in the next one.